I appreciate the opportunity. I want to thank everybody for coming out. What I'll spend this opportunity to do is just kind of go over a few things about what we're doing at, the echelons above reality. Right now, of course, as you know, we're trying to do a big media push, and you may have seen, me doing interviews on the Huffington Post and MSNBC. We sent Todd to MSNBC because he needed to be beat up a little bit. Oh, thanks. But one of the reasons we're doing that is because, and we're doing the live interviews, because everything that we've been saying has been misconstrued, it's been twisted, it's been turned, and we've been attacked for, being basically goaded into saying something, although everything we say is truth, but you take it out of context, and next thing you know, there's a controversy. So part of our strategy is to go out to these liberal news outlets. I've been pushing op-eds. You may have seen a lot of the op-eds I've been posting on our Facebook page, trying to get a full op-ed out there, because at least if it's an op-ed, I have to approve any edits. So everything that gets published is proof. We've been in USA Today, the Daily Beast, and really the reason is just to get our story out. So if the liberals and the anti-gunners want to attack us, the truth is out there. Whether they agree with it or not, the way that we do things is on their own websites. It's on their own news channels, and we've countered it. So now it's just ignorance. We're also getting ready to start up our legislative efforts here. The primaries are all over with, so we can generally figure out who's going to be elected in November based on history and which county or district is going to be Republican versus Democrat. And so what we will be doing, we're at least I am, we're starting to compile the list of who we think are going to be the candidates that will that we want to start contacting. So in every district, what we need to do is start reaching out to these people, and we ask that you hold fire for right now. Wait until, you can talk to your representative anytime you want. I'm not saying don't do it, but as far as a mass effort, hold fire right now, because we want to present a unified front when we do this, and we want to be able to argue with some facts. I keep using all these cliches. We want to be able to arm you with the correct facts and the things that legislators like to hear. They do not like to hear "shall not be infringed." That might be what we feel and what we believe and what we know. That's what the Constitution says. But I'll tell you, you mention the Constitution to a legislator, and he's like the Wicked Witch when water's thrown on her. He melts away, and he's like, Constitution. So you want to stay away from those kinds of things. But when we can prove that we've done now over 1,200 around the state, and I'm talking whether it's 3 people that go out there in Waco or 50 people up here. We've done over 1,200 of these walks around the state in less than a year, and not a single person has been hurt, killed, maimed, injured, raped, robbed, you name it. That says a lot. So what we tell legislators is, it's not the guns. Our state constitution in section 23 says that only the legislature shall have the power to regulate the wearing of arms with an eye towards prevention of crime. Mm-hmm. Well, we're proving that open carrying firearms isn't increasing our crime rate. So there really is no state constitutional basis for not allowing the open carry of handguns. And then, so that's what we're going to start moving into that phase 2 here pretty shortly, and just, pay attention to the Facebook pages. For those of you that aren't on Facebook, I do plan to start getting back into the blog on the main website and sharing information that way. I've also been really working hard to make sure that the calendar on the main website is updated, so that if you're not on Facebook, you can just go to the calendar and see an event in your area. If you're an admin and you've got an event coming up, and it's not on the calendar, let me know or tag me in that event. If you just add me to the event, I'm telling you, I get literally hundreds of invites for everything, whether it's a militia thing or an open carry thing or a 3%er thing or a John Birch Society thing or a Tea Party thing. So I probably won't see it because I honestly I just can't pay attention to all those. So tag me in it or message me and let me know about an event you want put on the calendar. And then finally, just addressing the whole firearms issue. I believe, and you believe, like you believe, we're all free men. Everything that we have done has been perfectly legal. Even when we have gone into places like Target who have TABC licenses, we have not broken any laws. However, I think we can all agree that the way that we are doing it, I don't care what people think. I really don't. The reason that we made this policy change to carry black powders and rubber guns and empty holsters and black powder, I said that already, is really because the conversation has shifted. Our fight is not trying to get businesses to let us have guns in their stores. Our fight is to get open carry of handguns. And what's happened is that narrative, all we're doing lately is talking about whether or not guns should be in businesses, and that's not what we're about. So that's why we did the policy shift. I don't give a damn what people think about the fact that we've got rifles. Their irrational emotional response to a law-abiding citizen with a gun does not negate our rights. But we need to do something that's going to help us get open carry of handguns passed. So that's the wisdom behind why we did what we did, and we partnered with Irving Texas and Texas Carry, Gun Rights Across America, and did I say it's all three of them. So that's why we did that big thing. And I don't know if you've also seen, one of the other things we're doing is we're reaching out to other open carry organizations around the country. Wisconsin Carry has come out in support of us, Colorado Carry, Oklahoma Open Carry Association, Louisiana, I forgot what the Louisiana chapter is called, but all these people are writing or have already given us endorsements. Gun Owners of America has given us an endorsement and supported us. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get rid of that mainstream dinosaur so-called gun rights monopoly that is currently dominating the conversation. Eventually, what I think is going to happen in Texas is that these legislators are going to start touting whether they've got OCT endorsement. They're not going to say NRA rated or TSRA rated. They're going to start saying OCT rated, because as we start getting our message out there that we're peaceful, that we're law-abiding, that we're not hurting anybody, we're not trying to scare anybody, that we work with businesses, we work with law enforcement, they're going to start coming around. Once we start talking to legislators, they're really going to know who we are. Right now, they only see who we are, but then they'll know who we are. So there's my pitch. I really appreciate every single one of you. I know I get a lot of credit and people shake my hands, but without all of you, I'm just one gun nut walking down the road out in the middle of Texas with a rifle. But with all of you, we together have made this a nationwide discussion. This is not just a Texas discussion. It's not just a Dallas discussion. I get emails from Russia. So, and they're not good, by the way.
One guy said 8-year-old today or something like that. I was like, what?
It is absolutely crazy. But this is a national discussion. I mean, we've got ABC News here. We've got Breitbart. I mean, all the talk shows. I've been on Mark Levin. I've been on John Grisham's Gun Talk Show. Although John Grisham's he's not related. Probably because he's not as pro-gun as I thought he was. So we're getting the word out there, and I would just caution you, and everything that you do, whether you're by yourself or you're with a group, think about what is it going to look like through the lens of that camera. How is it going to be perceived? Can it be twisted? I want to give I know we've got some guys here from San Antonio, I think, and I want to kind of use them as a great example. The reason that they initially put out those videos of them going to Sonic and Chili's, and them getting kicked out of Sonic and Chili's, and the intent is that, look, when we're asked to leave, we respect that. I mean, we might grumble walking down the road later, but we respect the fact that if a business doesn't want us in there, then we're not going to go in there. However, we recognized early on that is not what it's going to look like in the press. That is not what it's going to look like. It's going to look like, look at these gun nuts getting kicked out of businesses. And guess what? Even after we deleted the message, the Mother Jones went into the archives because the video was already deleted. They went into the archives and dug up somewhere these videos because they're always saved. Once you put something on the internet, it is on the internet forever. And they dug up this video that was no longer even public, just to start what they started. And now, of course, you hear everybody talking about what? Open Carry Texas gets kicked out of Chili's and Sonic, and now Chili's and Sonic said they don't want open carry long arms.
And then they got robbed.
And then they got robbed.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when you're out there doing your things, think about, before I publish this, even if it's on your personal Facebook page, I don't run. You put whatever the hell you want on your personal Facebook page. But if it's an OCT style thing, think about, or even if it's just as a gun thing, how is this going to be interpreted? If this got out there and it's just the photo? Taub is great. When he talks to groups, you can have all the best intentions on camera, and you can be as pissed off as you want on camera because you just got your butt kicked, you were butt stroked to the head by a rifle, the police kicked you in the crotch, and then you turn your camera on and you're pissed off and you're getting back and you're saying, what the hell's wrong with you? Guess what? All that's on camera is you yelling at a police officer. They don't know what happened prior to that. So think about those kinds of things, and then we're going to do great. We're going to keep doing great things. This is going to be, I just renewed Open Carry Texas and Open Carry America. That's coming for 5 more years. So I know we're going to be here at least 5 more years. And it's because of you guys.